And now, panel, let's meet our next team of challengers.
What is your name, please?
My name is Linda Laurie.
What is your name, please?
My name is Linda Laurie.
What is your name, please?
My name is Linda Laurie.
All right, panel, once again, will you follow along as I read this affidavit? I, Linda Laurie, am a student at Abraham Lincoln High School in Brooklyn, New York. I play the guitar and sing, and for the past year and a half have been making demonstration records for a music company. I now have a hit record of my own. It is a novelty dialogue number called Ambrose Part 5, and deals with Ambrose and his girl out for a walk along the tracks in the New York subway. Not only am I responsible for the creation of Ambrose, but I also play both parts myself. As the girl, my voice sounds like this.
Ambrose, we can't go on like this. Why can't we sit in the park like other boys and girls? Why do we have to walk in the subway tunnel?
And as her boyfriend, Ambrose, I lower my voice and talk like this.
Just keep walking. Just keep walking. Just keep walking. Just keep walking.
Signed, Linda Laurie. All right, panel, you heard these three young ladies all claim to be Linda Laurie, who wrote and recorded Ambrose Part 5. And we start this round with Ralph Bellamy. Ralph?
Number one, what is ASCAP? What do the initials ASCAP mean?
ASCAP is the American Society of Composers, Artists, and Publishers.
Number two, who's the president of ASCAP?
Paul Cunningham.
Number three, what's BMI?
BMI is Broadcast Music Incorporated.
Who's the president, number three?
The president is Haviland, I think.
Number one, who's considered the greatest classic guitarist?
That would be Andre Segovia.
March champion.
Number one, what gave you the idea to write Ambrose? Well, I had been babysitting with a friend of mine, and I saw a rag doll on the floor, and I picked it up, and I called it Ambrose, and I had created Ambrose. Number two, what's so special about Peter Tripp?
Well, he stayed awake for 200 hours without sleeping and continued with his broadcast.
Number three, what does Peter Tripp do when he broadcasts?
He's a disc jockey on MGM.
Number two, has Ambrose ever been done on TV?
Yes, it has, on the Perry Como show last Saturday night. Charlton Heston did it.
Charlton Heston, man. Hi, Gardner.
Number three, you wrote the subway song, the official song of the underworld, I guess you could call it. Can you tell me if there is such an organization as the Society for the Prevention of Disparaging Remarks about Brooklyn?
I don't think so.
Number two?
I don't know.
Number one?
Not that I know.
Incidentally, there is. Number one, what have Nathans and Feltmans in common?
I know Nathan's is the greatest Frankfurter place in the world.
Number two?
Just that Nathan's makes hot dogs.
Number three, what famous rock and roll star also made demonstration records and got his first big break when he recorded one of those?
I don't know.
Number two? Number one?
I don't know.
You saw my finger on the bell, I know that. Betty.
Thank you, Bud. Number one, about your record, Ambrose 5, is that correct?
That's right.
What happened to parts 1, 2, 3, and 4?
Well, we're working backwards.
It's a countdown.
I was going to say, you one little missile. I'm good for you. Number two, what is the difference between a Spanish guitar and the other kind?
You mean the American or classical? Is that what you mean?
Mm-hmm. That's what I mean, isn't it, Ralph?
With the classical guitar, the Spanish guitar, they both have the 6 strings on them. But,
Number three, what's the difference?
It's time to find out. Once again, it's time to vote, panel, without any consultation as before. Will you mark your ballots and select number 1, number 2, or number 3? Everybody mark? Okay, Betty, for whom did you vote this time?
Well, I don't think it's number 2. I'm narrowing them down. And it was number 1 last time, so I'm going to try number 1 this time because she played it so straight in the beginning. I think she was trying not to laugh.
Okay. Ralph?
Number 1. For 2 reasons. She was my hunch, and number 1 last time was my hunch, and I touted myself off, and she's my hunch this time, and I think that voice, too, sounds like a trick voice.
Okay. Marge Champion, your vote.
Well, I voted for number 2. And I think it's mostly because she seemed to be telling the truth.
Okay, High Gardner.
Well, I voted for number 2, principally because I wasn't sure it was 3.
Well, there we have them split up between numbers 1 and 2. We'll find out now which one is the right one who wrote and recorded Ambrose Part 5. Will the real Linda Laurie please stand up? Okay. Before we leave you, Linda, would you quickly do that trick voice, the low voice for us?
Just keep walking. Just keep walking.
Number 2, would you tell us who you really are and what you do, please?
Really nothing. My name is Louise Lynn, and I go to Rhodes Preparatory School here in the city, and I live in Teaneck, New Jersey.
Good girl. And number 3, what about you?
My name is Patricia Mott. I'm from Hicksville, Long Island, and I'm a dancing teacher at the Helen Caldwell School of Dance in Oyster Bay.
Thank you. All right, we checked the score. We find there were 2 incorrect votes at $250 each for a total of $500, ladies. That won't be hard to take, I'm sure. Thank you very much. And on your way out, ladies, good night, good luck, and keep walking, keep walking.